a very special let's let's get at it. Open your mind. The prophet of thought. Open your mind, open your mind, open your mind, open your mind, open your mind. Peace, folks, and welcome back to another edition of the Popular Thought Series right here on the old T.P.O.T YouTube page. I'm your host, X, of course, but you knew that already. That's why you are here. Tonight got a special show for y'all tonight, as y'all can see from the title, Atatiana Jefferson. Here we go again. Now, y'all know it's only been a week or two since I was up here talking about Botham Jean. If y'all recall that video, why Amber Geiger went down. I told you it would be another one. And here we are again discussing another one. But that's not all what I got in store for y'all tonight. Also, I have Mrs. Kendra Brown is coming on tonight, mother of Jalen Carter. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that story or not, but the young brother got killed running from a police officer in North Charleston, South Carolina. A while back, she has since filed a federal lawsuit. And she's coming on tonight, too, to talk about this. So, big night tonight, y'all. So, let's get at it. But at first, you know what I got to do before I get started. I got to thank all my subscribers, my supporters, my contributors, everybody, man, my donors, because y'all really, really support this platform, man. And, I just can't say this enough. So I'm going to keep saying it until I can't say it anymore. I appreciate all of y'all, man. I consider y'all all to be my supporters, man. Whether you drop coins on this platform or not, which a lot of you do. I mean, y'all drop coins on this platform. You watch these videos. you share these videos, you subscribe to this channel, and you show up to these damn live streams every damn week, which you don't have to do, just like you don't have to drop your coins on this platform every week, but you do. And like I said, man, I'm humbled, I'm honored, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative, man, and I thank all of you, man. I thank all of you for the support you give the T.P.O.T YouTube page. All right, let's get at it. Like I was saying, Atatiana Jefferson killed October 12th in her own home, by the police. They just kind of, hey, what's going on, Lady Rain? I see you up there. I mean, Tatiana, she was just home, man, just relaxing, chilling, not bothering anybody, and was killed in her own house. Sound familiar? Of course it does, because we were just up here talking about this not too long ago with Brother Botham John. Basically, to make the story short, somebody noticed the door open at the house. They called the police. The police go there to do a welfare check. They walk around the house for a few minutes. They get to the window. She raises up she raises up the blind, and boom, they shoot her. Just like that. Now, the story has been updated, and they're saying that she had a gun in her hand when she opened the window. But guess what? In Texas, that's not illegal to have a gun in your hand in your own house. I mean, they were going there for a welfare check. I've seen people do welfare checks, the police. I've seen police do welfare checks on the people who live right next door to us. They don't walk around the house and head in the backyard. All right. They go to the front damn door and ring the doorbell, knock, say everything okay, that kind of thing. And guess what they don't do? They don't have their gun drawn when they're doing it. How you going on a welfare check to check on people with your gun out? I mean, maybe y'all don't know this, but the cop has been arrested. Okay, good. He has been arrested, because I told y'all these cops are not going to be getting away with this shit, especially when they shooting innocent, good people. They're only going to get away with shooting people in the hood, shooting people doing shit. Okay. Those are the only times they're going to get away with the shit. When they shoot somebody who's innocent, when they shoot somebody who's good, and by all accounts, this was a good lady. What's good, Dallas Cowboys? I see you up there. By all accounts, this was a good lady. And they shot this lady with no warning, didn't identify themselves as the police, none of that shit. She opened the damn blind and they shot in the damn chest. That's it. End of story. So this cop is not going to get away with this shit. He's not. Like I told y'all, the cops are not going to get away with shooting good people. They're not. And I'm glad they done locked him up. They done took his gun, took his badge, kicked him off the force, all that shit. He's going down. He's going down. He's going down, and we will be there to see it. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to send Lady Kendra the link, because she wants to hop on and tell her story. She wants to tell her story. So we're going to send her the link. Like I said, I don't know if y'all are familiar with this story or not. As a matter of fact, I actually have the news clip. Now, if my ass ain't too unsavvy with this here StreamYard, I might be able to show y'all the news clip. I might be able to show it to you. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it, y'all. I'm going to try it. Okay, let me go ahead and send her this so she can hop on and y'all can hear her story. Whilst I send her that. All right. Now then, I'm going to see if I can show y'all this thing that I got up here. Maybe refresh y'all memory, because y'all may not be familiar with the story. So what we're going to do is do this here. We're going to do this here. All right. Let's do that. All right. I hope y'all can see that. Y'all can see and hear this, right? Oh, y'all couldn't hear it, huh? My bad. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. But basically she was explaining, what happened to her son. Um the cop tried to make contact with him, right? And he pulled out his gun and he started chasing the young fella, right? He started chasing the young fella. So when he started chasing the young fella, of course, the young fella started running because he had a damn gun. So he took off, and when he was running, he got hit. He got hit by a car while he was running, and that's what happened. The cop gave pursuit of him, and he was running, and he got hit by a car while he was running. So that's basically the story. I'm sorry that y'all couldn't hear the shit, but what's good, brother Tony? I see you up there, man. But basically, that's the story, y'all. Right now, I'm waiting for Lady Kendra to come on now. I did send her the link, um, so she can hop on and she can give y'all more clarity of the story. I actually just found out about the story tonight myself. My wife, she actually came into my wife's practice, because y'all know my wife's a esthetician, and she was in my wife's practice today. And she was telling her story, to my wife, and no one's really, gave her any airtime on it. So of course my wife told her about me, because this is the T.P.O.T YouTube page, and this is what we do here. So here she is on tonight. This all just kind of got thrown together like an hour and a half, y'all, to be honest. It just kind of got thrown together like an hour and a half ago. So that's what we got. But while we waiting for Lady Kendra to come on, I want to talk about Atatiana. Now, here we go again, right, folks? Here we go again. The legend of Salmonia. What's good with you, man? I see you up there. Here we go again, y'all. Another black person shot dead in their house, minding their own business, not bother nobody. And some old trigger happy cop just jumps up and shoots them. I mean, y'all, I know by now y'all have seen the video, right? Y'all have seen the video. And you can clearly see that that woman never got a chance. I mean, this guy didn't say, freeze, put your hands up, police, nothing. Just put your hands up and pow. That's it. That's pretty much how it went. Let me see your hands, shoot. Not, hey, we're the police, not show me your hands, we're the police, nothing. And I say again, if you're there to do a welfare check on the people in the home, why are you tiptoeing around the backyard? That's probably why, if she did have a gun like they claim she said, that's probably why she had the gun. She hears people creeping around the back of the house. I mean, you're creeping around the back of the house like a bunch of prowlers or burglars. If she did have a gun in there, you're goddamn right. She probably did grab it. And I say again, holding a gun in your house is not illegal in Texas. It's not. It's not. I mean, any of us, we hear people creeping around in the backyard, we're going to grab the heat, you know? Well, except for me, because I got the beast in the backyard. So I'm not going to hear you prowling around. What I'm going to hear is, help me. But even with that, I'd probably still grab the heat just in case. I'm just saying, you're prowling around the woman's backyard on a welfare check. If you're doing a welfare check, you would think that these idiot freaking police officers would, number one, go to the front door. Number two, not have your goddamn gun out. Number three, announce yourself as the police. Right? Right? Ain't that what they train you at the old academy? Isn't it? Isn't it? I mean, and it's not so much that he walked around the yard like a burglar. He's walking around the yard with his gun out. Someone calls you and says, go check on somebody. Your first thought is, hey, let me pull my gun out. The person could have been in the house having a heart attack, having a stroke, anything. They could have been passed out. The only thing on your damn mind is having your gun out. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you be going on a welfare check with your gun out? You're going to check on someone to make sure they're all right. But you have your gun out. Unless you was thinking, well, you know, this person might be getting kidnapped, or you got your gun out for. For what? I know why. I know why. Y'all know why too. Because of where it was. We talked about this before, man. Do you actually think if they were going on a welfare check in a white neighborhood, that they would have came there with their guns out? That they wouldn't have walked to the damn front door, rung the doorbell, knocked on the door, yelled in there, y'all okay? Something of that nature. Huh? Come on. Come on. Just like with the Botham Jean case. Well, just the opposite with her, Amber Geiger. She wasn't in the hood, man. She wasn't. She wasn't. She's in the same goddamn apartment complex that she lived in. But you know, her whole story was just cockamamie. So now all we got to do is wait for the cockamamie story that comes out of this. But see, he done already been arrested. They ain't waste no time arresting him. Even though, you know, he went ahead and resigned, you know. He done went ahead and resigned. Thought that that was going to save him. Stoic One, what's good, man? I see you up there. He thought resigning was going to save him. But to the Chiefs' credit, he did say he was going to fire him anyway. I think this is a new trend, folks. It's a new trend. And I think it should continue. You shoot somebody on some old BS, that should be an automatic fire, man. Automatic. Automatic. No investigating. No. How about your ass get fired while the investigation is going on? You done killed somebody? Some old suspect circumstances? Out of there. Out of there. No desk duty. Nope. Give me that gun. Give me that badge. Give me them benefits. Give me that uniform. Go file for unemployment. Go down to the unemployment office because your ass is out of here. Now, if we find out that you clear, we let you come back. But soon as you kill somebody, fired. Just out of there. You out of there. You're no longer a cop. Because we saw how suspect this was. It's a suspect. Just like the Botham Jean case. Suspect. What is it with these cops down in Texas? What's going on down in Texas? Anybody in here from Texas? Oh, the Legends of Salmonia. You from Texas, man? What's going on with the police down there, man? Just shooting at folks haphazardly for no reason. Now they done shot a girl. Girls ain't immune from this shit, man. They're not. Now I know you always hear people talk. They say, oh, well, you know, y'all never talk about when it happens to women. Because somebody wrote me that shit the other day. Oh, y'all never talk about the stuff when it happens to women. They must not follow the Proper Thought series. Because we have been talking about this shit for years. Those of you who follow the Proper Thought series, y'all know this is what we do here. Maybe y'all don't remember how we talked about this. I believe it was in 2015, 2016, where I had Gina Best on, Gerald Sanders was on, and her daughter, Mrs. Best's daughter, India Kager, was killed by Virginia Beach police. And we did a whole series on it. We did a whole series on it where we talked about this stuff. As a matter of fact, let me refresh y'all memory. Yeah, let me refresh your memories. Do y'all remember? Let me see. Do y'all remember? Hold up. Let me get my shit right. Y'all know I'm old, so hold up. I think Lady Kendra is in the house. Hold up. Hold up. Boom. Hey, Kendra, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm
Hi,
good.
everybody.
I'm good. Everybody, the guest of honor has arrived. This is Lady Kendra Brown, who I was telling y'all about a few moments ago. Well, we were just getting into the the Botham Jean and the Atatiana Jefferson case, and I was railing on like I normally do up in here. Um, for those of you who don't know who Miss Kendra Brown is, she is the mother of Jalen Carter. He was killed in North Charleston, I believe, in 2017. Correct, Lady Kendra?
That's correct.
2017 this happened.
November of
Um, yeah, he was officer had made contact with him, um, chasing him with his gun out, and he was struck by a vehicle and killed due to the officer chasing him. And Lady Kendra has since filed a lawsuit against these clowns, and I know she's gonna win it. Um, so for the people who aren't familiar with the story, because I did play a video clip of you, Lady Kendra,
Mhm.
when you were talking to the news. But if you want to, you can go ahead and fill the folks in on the stuff that I might have left out.
So they can hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you. Can y'all
Okay.
hear her? Put a one in there if you can hear Lady Kendra talking, y'all.
So they can hear me?
Can y'all hear her? Put a one in there if you can hear Lady Kendra talking.
I got my TV.
Yep, they can hear you. Go right ahead. They can
Okay,
hear
yeah.
you.
Okay, great. So, yes, as Mr. Xavier was explaining to you, in November of 2017, my son was chased by an officer who approached him, who stated that he smelled marijuana on my son and his friend. He chased my son with his gun. Well, he put out his gun on my son and gave chase. But he chased my son where my son was hit by a car.
So I think you need to turn us off in the background, Lady Kendra, because we're getting an echo and a reverb.
Okay.
Turn up, or not turn us off, but kill the audio from the back, whatever you got playing in the background.
Yes, it's us on TV. I'm gonna
Okay.
relocate. Yes. So I'm still here.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm gonna go out this part of the house. Sorry. Okay. Can y'all still see me?
Yeah, we can see
Okay.
you.
Great.
Okay. You and I we spoke earlier, and I know it's not a lot that you can talk about with the case, and I wouldn't want you to, jeopardize your case. But I'm gonna try to stay outside the guidelines of what you may be, what may be inside your suit. Now, what were you told after this first happened? When it first happened, what were the police telling you?
Nothing. I never spoke with the police.
So they never came to you and said, "Hey, look, we was chasing your son. He ran up the street and a car hit him." They didn't say anything.
It's going on 2 years next month, and I have yet to hear a phone call. They didn't even notify me that my son was hit. His friend notified me. At the apartment complex, no one from their department, anybody contacted me.
But wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Now they chasing him. They chasing the brother. He gets hit by a car while they're chasing him, and they don't pick up the phone and say, "Hey, look, your son got hit by a car on the road." They didn't say nothing.
And they didn't say anything. It wasn't in the paper. It wasn't on the news. It wasn't anywhere.
Wow, that's insanity. So you haven't spoken to the police at all, and it's been 2 years. They haven't
Yes.
they haven't reached out to you at all.
No.
So have you been made aware of the official, I should say, story? Have they written it up as an accident? Have they written it up as what? I mean, what's their version of the story, if you know it?
Well, if I'm going based on what the police report said,
Yes.
basically that the officer approached my son and his friend because he smelled marijuana.
Okay. So they smelt weed. The cop rolls up. He pulls out his gun. The young fella takes off.
Hmm.
Now, so he draws a gun on him because they smoking a blunt or something. I guess I don't know. He claimed he smelled the blunt,
They
right?
were just to
Pull,
clear that up, they weren't smoking anything.
okay, okay. So they weren't even smoking nothing. He just said
No,
he smelled it.
he said he smelled it. Yes.
Okay, because he's got the nose of a bloodhound or a grizzly bear, so he smells residual effects of marijuana. So what, if anything, if you know, caused him to pull out his gun? I mean, you smell a joint and your first reaction is pull out your gun?
Well, I saw the body cam. There's nothing that warrants so many reasons to ever pull out his gun. He didn't have a reason to pull out his gun. My son
Okay.
never gave him a reason to pull out his gun.
Did he shoot at him? Did he shoot at Jalen?
He didn't shoot at him, no. But he
He
did
didn't shoot at
yell.
him
He did yell out to my son on the body cam. You can hear him when he says, "Stop or I'll shoot."
while he's running.
While
So
he's
in other words, he's
he's
threatening to shoot him in the
chasing,
back.
right. He's already chasing my son at this point. When he yells out, "Stop or I'll shoot," he's already running behind my son.
Yeah. So he's threatening to shoot him in the back. That's
Apparently,
what he's
that's what he said. "Stop or I'll shoot." You're chasing somebody, so stop or I'll shoot means what to everybody else? I don't know.
so I know that your son was in South Carolina when this happened, right?
Correct.
We know that Walter Scott was shot and killed running away. He was shot in the back in South Carolina. I remember another brother. He was shot by South Carolina state troopers reaching for his ID. So this South Carolina, they're almost as bad as Texas when it comes to these things. Um, is this is this a theme? Is this a theme in South Carolina that they just haphazardly, you know, kill folks, chase folks, pull the gun out on folks? Is this is this something that they do normally, or am I overblowing this?
I hope not. I don't know. I mean,
Well,
it looks like it's a pattern to me. If you have, I mean,
so you filed your suit, right?
mhm.
Um, have you had any hearings on the lawsuit since you filed it?
No, not yet.
Not yet, but it should be soon, right? Because when did you file a lawsuit? When did you first file it?
Um, it was like in December of 17, or like well, I got the lawyer, so maybe like in March of 2018. I
Okay.
think he actually filed.
Okay. Now, you said you said earlier that they offered you money. Now, what do you think they're offering you that money for? Are they offering you that money so you'll just get rid of the suit? Or they offer you that money just to shut you up? I mean, why do you think they're offering you money?
Um, I honestly believe they just wanted to go away. They just in hopes, I think, want me to go away. I didn't know, this is something that's I've never experienced and I never want to go through again in my life. When things like this happen, you see people out in the streets protesting and picketing and yelling from the mountaintops. Let me go over here. Um, I didn't do any of that from the beginning because I was told from a previous lawyer, don't do press conference and, don't do this. And I was told so many things for so long. And so now I'm to the point to where I'm just frustrated because now I'm to the point where it's been 2 years and I'm still going back and forth, and I'm not getting any progress or anything done. And this is my son. This is my son's life. This is not, you know, a minor car accident. This wasn't like, I don't know what they expect me as a mother to do. I can't just go and curl in my bed and I cry every day. My kids are we all over the place. We suffer from anxiety. We got depression and some more things that's going on. So it's just a lot that comes with this that people don't even know about on the surface. And I've been very private, and even my family, a lot of my friends, people don't even know they're watching me now. I told them to tune into the live, but a lot of people didn't even know exactly what happened to my son. They know that my son was hit by a car, but for so long, people didn't even know that the police was even involved in my son's death. Nobody knew that.
Mm.
And that's because I would keep being told, but now as I'm opening my eyes, I'm seeing why it's the reason why y'all want me to be quiet.
Well, they always want, and those of you who follow the Proper Thought series, y'all know that, we've done many of these stories. Y'all remember our most recent story that we did with Melissa McKinnis. Her son was found hanging in the backyard.
Well, she's
Um,
actually my Facebook friend. Melissa is.
yes,
She's
yes,
she's
yes,
inboxing. I've talked to her before.
yes. She's been on here too. Um, you know, y'all know that this is in our wheelhouse. This is one of the many things that we do here on the Proper Thought series. And I hear I hear the similar talking points from what people outside are saying, what the lawyers are saying, and the things that they tell you ladies when this happens to you. Because see, I think that they think that if they keep it low key, that's going to somehow help you. I think that that's BS. Let me be the first to say that that's total BS. You should be shouting it from the mountaintops because this kind of stuff is important. Um, Young man lost his life needlessly because of the freaking police, and the world needs to know it. It shouldn't be kept secret. It shouldn't be kept under wraps. We need to know who this cop is. We need to know where it happened. We need to know what police department he works for. We need to know the mayor of that damn city. We need to know all of that. All of that needs to be splashed out here because, see, that's the only way that these things get going. Okay. You have to make these people look bad because see what they're going to try to do is make the victim look bad. The person who ends up killed, they try to make them look bad. So what we want to do is to make these folks look bad. The district attorney's office, the police department, the police chief, the mayor, the commissioner, the city. Okay? They are the people that need to be made to look bad, because when they look bad, that's when things happen. Okay? That's when things happen. So regardless of what people have been telling you, you should be out there talking. Because I looked, I mean, after I spoke to you earlier this evening, I looked through all kinds of archives. I mean, I had to look like hell to find Jalen's story. I mean, and I'm a pretty good researcher. I mean, I pulled things up like that. I had to look through a lot of stuff to find his story. I was telling my wife, I was like, I can't even find the story anywhere. Like it's been buried so deep
And
until now.
that's what they've been doing. Like I said, it wasn't when my son passed away. His like anytime anybody gets in an accident, whether it's pedestrian, a car, whatever, it's on the news. It wasn't on the news. It wasn't in the paper. And I was so distraught when it first happened. I couldn't move. I was like paralyzed. So I didn't know where to go, who to talk to. I didn't know what to do.
So won't you tell us about Jalen? Won't you tell us about him?
Jalen.
If you don't want to, you don't have to. But
No, I want to. It's my baby. Of course I want to. Um,
okay.
I just gotta don't want to be emotional. I want to, talk to everybody.
Take your time. We ain't in a hurry.
Okay. So where do I start? Jalen. Um, Jalen. I call Jalen my golden child. Anybody who knows me know that me and Jalen. My mama always say me and Jalen are just alike, and I think that's absolutely the truth. Me and Jalen is one of a kind, and me and him, like we're so much alike till it's funny because I can try to be mad at you, and I'll be like, Jalen, what are you doing? He'll say something. He's like jokes. So I call him Kevin Hart Jr. He likes to crack jokes. You know, um, he had I wouldn't say he was ADHD. Jalen was ADHD, so we had a little rough time in his school age, like elementary and middle school, with him being very impulsive and just always antsy, if you would say so. So we were like in and out of school with just him not being able to kind of sit still. Very smart, always ahead of his class. Even when he was getting in trouble and not being paying attention, he would still pass the test and fly with pass, flying colors. So he was always smart. He got his GED. Um, he went from alternative schools to placement. I put him in a placement. Um, getting involved with the wrong kids and getting in trouble, doing teenage things like shoplifting out the store, not coming in the house at a certain time of night. So I just got tired. I'm like, I'm not going to have this for you. So I sent him to a placement home for young boys where they can still go to school and not really like be on the streets with their friends. He didn't have access to his friends or access to, sneak out the house at night. So I had him in a placement home. Echoing in the back. But he just wanted to make everybody laugh. He just wanted to make everybody laugh. Um, I got his rap books and music and letters that he wrote me. He just wanted me to be happy. Everything that he ever wrote or said is about he just want his mama to be happy, how he want the best life for me.
My bad. My mic was muted. I was just a talking, and my mic
Oh,
was off. My mic was off. I was talking. I was like, I was
I
like,
didn't hear
damn, she
you.
can't. I was like, damn, she can't hear me. No, grown man business in the chat. My man, he said he's curious about Jalen's dad. Where's his dad? Does his dad know what happened to him?
His dad does know what happened to him. Oh, that's another day for another topic. But his dad does know what happened to him. His dad wasn't actively in his life as much as I think that he should have been. Honestly, I don't want to take the show there and focus on that. That's going to take me to a whole different place. So,
Yeah,
to,
me neither. Me neither.
to
We
answer,
can
but
you can come
yeah,
back and talk about that.
but to answer the young man's question, his dad does know about that. His dad was there at the funeral. Came to the hospital and everything. But so yeah,
So, well, Jalen, he doesn't sound like he was a bad kid. He wasn't a bad kid, right?
he
He
wasn't
wasn't a
a
bad kid.
no. He made some mistakes as teenagers do, but he wasn't a bad kid. He wasn't a criminal. He's not going to. He don't have a gun. He's not going to shoot nobody up. He's not a drug dealer. He's not a gang member. Any of that stuff. He did
Was
regular teenager things. He might have shoplifted at a store. I'm not saying that shoplifting is okay, but you know, he wasn't. You know, he didn't do anything that we might not did when we were kids.
was he aware? Was he aware of the corruptness of the police? Was he aware that the police can be corrupt at
Oh,
times?
yes, 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 yes. There have been a time where I actually picked him up from work. And he called me and he said, "Mom, I'm going to be at my friend's house." And I said, "Okay, I'm on my way." Well, and I think it was the same officer, believe it or not. My mind keeps telling me it was the same officer from that day, but I can't remember because I didn't get his badge or the car number. But um, I went to pick up my son, and my son ran into the car. And I'm like, "Jalen, what are you doing? Where are you going?" He's like, "Go, mama, go." I'm like, "Go where? What's going on?" So a police car comes pull up behind my car. So the officer jumps out the car, grabbing my son out the car. And I'm like, "Excuse me, sir." He ignored me. I said, "Excuse me, sir." He ignored me again. I said, "Excuse me, sir. I'm his mother. What is going on?" He then let my son go. He says, there was a call in the neighborhood about somebody breaking in houses or something like that. I said, "Okay, what does that have to do with my son?" I said, "I'm picking up my son. My son was still in his work uniform." I said, "Well, I'm picking up my son from work. So what does that have to do with him?" He said, "What's his name?" Because at this time my son was 16. He didn't have an ID yet. But he said, "What's his name?" I said, "What did he tell you his name was?" He said, "Jalen." I said, "Okay, that's his name." He said, "How old is he?" I said, "How old did he tell you he was?" I just want to make sure that my son's not giving him false information. I said, "How old did he tell you he was?" He said he told me he was 16. "Okay, sir, he's 16. He's going to ask me, why don't my son have an ID? I said, "Well, we went to the DMV and I couldn't get an ID for my son. I forgot we needed some other birth certificate or something we didn't have with us at the time because he was going to get his permit. So he didn't have a state issued ID, just a school ID." So I explained that to the officer. I said, "Well, everything he told you was correct?" He's like, "Yes." Don't you know, officer politely just walks off, jump in his cruiser, and cruise on off and left the scene.
What is the name of the cop who was chasing him? I want to look him up. What's that officer's name? The cop that chased Jalen. What's his name?
His name is Wayne Pavlicek.
Wayne Paulnishek, you said?
Pavlicek.
Let's look him. Let's look him up.
Whew, you don't want to look him up.
Let's look him up. Let's see if we can find him. I'm not getting nothing. Because when I looked up the story, they didn't even have the damn cop's name in there. I'm like, really? Let me see. But of course I can find them because we have crack research people here at T.P.O.T. Let me see. Wayne. There he is. No picture of him though. Because I want to put his picture on the damn screen. That's what I want to do. Let's see the story of him here. Officer Pavlicek, or whatever the hell it is. Got his name here, but for some reason, no photo. No photo. Let me see. And for some reason, his name is turning up in other places where he's been shooting people. Is this the same Wayne Pavlicek that's been shooting people in other places? Is this the same person?
Yes.
Same guy. Isn't that something? Let me see. Yeah, because I see a story here where he was involved in a shooting.
That was in Somerville.
Yep. That's right. Somerville.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. So this guy, he's just one of those real stunning kind of cops. Always involved in something. Let me see if I can get his damn photo off of here. Because I want y'all to see who this is. I want y'all to see him. Let me see if I can pull his damn image up.
I'm gonna step away just really quick. I'm gonna try to fix this sound thing on here.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to see if I can find this dude's photo. Yeah, this guy Wayne Pavlicek, y'all, is a real winner. Yeah, he's a real winner. He's got all kinds of mess going on, man. All kinds of mess. He was involved in a shooting. Let me see if this is him. Is this him? I think this is him.
Back on here.
Let me see. I'm gonna download his image, Lady Kendra.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Let me know if this is him. Let me know if this is him. Let me see here. Okay, here we are. I'm gonna blow his picture up. If I can get it to go. I ain't too savvy on the StreamYard crap. I'm getting there though. Let me know if this is this guy, if this is him. Because you know I don't wanna put somebody on blast if it's not really them.
Because
Let me know if
I think he may be a junior, if I'm not mistaken. I think his dad name is Wayne too.
okay. Look on the screen, Lady Kendra. You see him? Is that him?
Mhm. Mhm.
That's him.
That's him. Cause
Now
he's
we
been
know
he.
who. Go ahead.
I was gonna say
Go
he was
ahead.
shot before. I think someone actually shot him or something like that.
Now we know who he is, y'all. Officer Wayne Pableski or Peblicek, whatever the hell his name is. We have his picture. We know who he is, y'all. See him? Can y'all see him there? This guy. Not only is he responsible for the death of brother Jalen, this man has been involved in quite a few shootings, quite a few altercations. He's hopped from police department to police department. Keep your eye out for this guy. Keep your eye out for Officer Wayne Pavlicek. Wayne, Wayne, Pavlicek, Pavlischek. Is he still working for the is he still working in Charleston for the police
No,
department right now, Lady Kendra?
no, sir.
Okay. So they got rid of him.
Yes,
Um, do you know if he's on another police force? Do you know that?
he's not.
Okay, good. But keep your eye out for him anyway, because he may surface somewhere. Because you know how they hop from spot to spot to spot to spot, uh, just shooting at folks and killing folks like there ain't no tomorrow. Keep your eye on this guy. We know who you are now, buddy. We know who you are. Yeah. So as far as your case goes, right? What are you looking to happen, Lady Kendra, from your case? What do you want the final result to be?
Well, the first result I wanted to be was to get rid of the officer, and that's been seems to be done, kind of, because he's not an officer anymore. Um, you know, so the next would be, and it's like I went through this so many times because when you lose a child and you go to try to put a price tag on anybody's life, there is none. There is no price for my son's life. So when lawyers talk to me about compensation and monetary gain or whatever, to me, I don't have a gain. To me, I will never have a gain. To me, I don't have a win. So they can write me a check today for $1 billion. There is no bank in this world that I can cash it and get my son back. So, um, if I do receive anything from this, I don't want people to feel like it's a, how do I explain it? Because I read some of the comments that people leave, like, oh, she's looking for a payday, oh, she's gonna go get drugs. I mean, just outlandish things that people say. Like, do y'all understand this is my son? I would give my life for him. I will lay right now in the casket for him to get his life back. So to make the disrespectful remarks about, oh, you want to get paid, first of all, you can never pay me for that. No amount of money would ever take my pain away for what I will live for the rest of my life. However, there is accountability that when you're in a situation, people have to be responsible for. You understand what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, I just really want somebody to be held responsible first and foremost, and then we can talk about payment, because that's the easy thing to do. It's like child support who a father ain't never going to show up. It's easy to write somebody a check. That don't mean that everything is going to be okay because you hand me this money. It don't mean that, you understand what I'm saying? It might help me move on with my life, buy some things, material items, but what is that? Because that can't take away what's here in my heart. You can put me in a mansion on top of a hill right now and I'm going to still cry every day. You can go get me the nicest car off a lot, the biggest wardrobes, fanciest shoes, and I'm going to still cry in those shoes. I'm going to still cry in that house and those clothes. You understand what I'm saying? So in the end, you get a settlement or you sue for this amount of money or whatever people do. But that wasn't my first goal. My first goal was for the officer to be held accountable. He's not an officer anymore. So that's one blessing out of it, number one. What else comes out of it? It comes. I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? My main goal was never about the money. My main goal was about getting justice for my son. And that was the hell who was responsible for taking the life or having my son life cut short. That was my main goal. So that's why the lawsuit was brought forth first and foremost, just to clear the air. Because people always want to get this misconception, but oh girl, you about to get a payday, or you about to be rich and all this stuff. I'll never be rich. I don't care how much money I get. I'll never be rich because I'll always be broken because my heart will never beat the same. My lifeline will always be thrown off. I birthed 5 kids. I now live with 4. So my life is forever broken. There is no check in this world that anybody can write me unless they can go to that graveyard and give me my son back. Other than that, there is no win. I don't get a win. I've already lost. That's why when I say I want to fight and go all the way to whatever it takes, I don't get a win. I've already lost. People don't understand that concept. There is no win for me in this situation because my son is dead. So even if the
Do you think
officer, go ahead. I'm sorry.
do you think that he should be charged criminally? The officer, should he be charged criminally?
Yeah, I think he does. I think that so many times there, you see it every day on the news, they get away with a lot of things that is just unfair. Even being able to go from one police department to another police department. If I go right now on my job, I've got fired for missing days because I had children or calling out sick. Guess what? If a job called my reference and say, well, she called out a lot because her kids stayed sick or she was tardy for whatever reason, they're not going to give me a pass. And that's just something as minor as a tardy, but they go and kill and they do all these things, they cover it up. They go get their job back. I can't go get my job back. Or you go do something, or you got something. You see so many guys come out jail rehabilitated and can't go on a job because they did something 20 years ago. We don't get the same we don't get the same luxury. And it's just real. People like to say, y'all played a race card. Oh, I hear people, oh, but why'd your son run? He must have been up to no good. Whether he ran or not, that don't want an officer to pull his gun out on my son. My son is a child, number one. He just turned 17. You got to think about a teenager mind frame. I probably would have ran if somebody pulled a gun on me. You don't know what you would do in
Yeah.
that situation. People are always so quick to say what they woulda, coulda, shoulda until you're walking in somebody's shoes. And I'm experiencing now being a grieving mother. Don't tell me how to feel if you don't feel what I'm feeling. You're not allowed to do that. People, everybody always want to voice their opinions and they always think you're playing a race card or they always think, oh, y'all got to make everything about race because everything is always about race. People that's in denial, I think they just want to, turn their cheek the other way and not really face what's really going on, that we've been dealing with this stuff for the years and it's never going to stop. It's never going to stop.
Yeah. Plus, running shouldn't cost you your life. I don't care what he was doing. I don't care if he had a 100-pound sack of cocaine in his hand. He shouldn't be dead because he was running. I mean, people who just say that kind of crap are just absurd. I mean, that shouldn't cost you your life. And this cop, who's obviously a very troubled police officer because he's been in quite a few incidents. I'm glad they got rid of his ass. I mean, he's a problematic police officer. He's a problematic police officer, like many of them are. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's found his way onto another police force, because that's what they do. They go from force to force to force. I mean, it's just crazy how these cops can do this stuff: shoot folks, kill folks, abuse folks, beat folks, do all this kind of stuff, leave one police department and get hired by another, as if they couldn't just background check this guy and found out, hey, this guy, shot a few folks. We can't have him working here. But no, they I think that's an incentive for them to hire him. Like, yeah, he'll shoot somebody. Like, I mean, it's just, and like I told you before, Lady Kendra, I've done so many of these stories. I've done so many of them. I mean, too many to remember. Too many to remember. And I mean, at some point I gotta get all you ladies together and bring all of you together. You, people like you, Gina Bess, Monteria Robinson, uh Melissa McKinnis. I mean, I've had so many of you ladies on my show. I mean, I've had so many of you here, I can't even remember you all. So many. And this lets us know that this is a problem, man. This is a serious problem. And so many of these stories go untold. Um, they get told here, but they don't get told the way they should get told. They don't get the publicity they should get. They don't get the light shined on them the way the light should be shined on them. It just doesn't happen. But I'll tell you, just like I've told many, many mothers before you, um, T.P.O.T is always open to you. If you want to come on here and talk about something, or discuss something, or just get something off of your chest, update us about the case. I mean, whatever it is, I mean, but you right here in the Queen City with us, so it's easy for you to reach out to us. But I'm saying, if you ever want to come on here and at any time, just hit me up. You got my information, and you be down at my wife's practice, so you can get
Yeah.
at me through her too. So yeah, but it's it's tragic, and I can't imagine what you ladies are going through with something like this. Not just the fact that y'all lost your child, but the circumstances. Okay, the circumstances play a part in it. The fact that there's no transparency, that there's a lot of lies, that there's a lot of BS. None of that stuff helps. None of it helps. So it just makes a horrible situation even worse, when you can't get any truth from anybody, you can't get any information from anybody, and then they turn around and try to make it seem like the person who lost their life, it's their fault that they're dead. Like, we're not going to let them get away with that shit here. Okay, not here. Here they don't get away with that shit. They just don't. um I don't know what your schedule looks like over the course of the next couple of weeks, because like I said, I want to bring all you ladies on at one time. I guess I got to work out the geographics of it, because I know y'all in different areas, but I want to bring all of y'all on at one time, um because unfortunately you ladies are part of a club that you didn't want to be in. um and I want to get y'all all on. But what I'll do is, I guess I'll hit you up whenever I can get all of y'all together, and we'll just make a thing out of it, and we'll do it one Wednesday or Thursday night, and just let y'all come up and showcase your cases, update us on what's going on, because I haven't spoken to the other ladies in quite some time, so I need to reach out to all of them as well. I appreciate you coming on. No, I do. I mean, I know it was all short notice and everything, but somehow we made it come together. Is there anything else you want to let the folks know?
No, just keep me in your prayers. I have four other children that I have, and they go through a rough time. So just keep us in your prayers, and I think God's gonna do what He always does. He'll bring us through.
Well, stay in contact with us, Lady Kendra, because we want to know what's going on. Keep us updated, and like I said, we both in the Queen City, so we can do something. I mean, I might even shoot, I might even take a trip out there to where it happened at, and bring the camera equipment and all the shit, and get on out there and see what's going on. I haven't done that in a while anyway. Haven't
Well,
done
I
any
told
field
them,
work.
John Burnett, who's the activist here in Charlotte, who's been helping me. So we're supposed to be
Okay.
staging a press conference and doing a justice rally. Right now, we're just looking for a church or somewhere to do the justice rally.
Okay. Okay. Well, you got to hit me up so I can come there, so I can bring all the T.P.O.T shit down there. Yeah, so I can bring all the T.P.O.T camera equipment and get it set up and do it right, because we do field work too. We haven't done field work in a while, but I think it's time for me to start doing some field work. Kind of get out there and talk to the folks and interview folks. Outside of this damn little makeshift studio I got, go ahead and get out there and do some field work. So when are you planning on doing the when do you plan on doing the rally? When are you guys what are you guys looking at for a time
Mm,
period?
Within the next couple of weeks, John is still putting some things together, so it's not set in stone yet. But I would definitely get
Okay.
that information to you ahead of time. So I would love to have you there. That would be great.
Yes, yes, do have me there. I will be down there with all the bells and whistles, and I mean we can even broadcast. I mean, if that's all right with you, we can we
Mhm.
can broadcast right, wherever you at, because we equipped for that. So, I mean, we can broadcast it, we can interview you live and direct, one on one, if you want. I mean, we'll come down there and we'll do whatever you need us to do. And once again, like I said, if you need us for anything, something else come to mind, or the story get updated, go ahead and hit me up. All right.
Okay. And let someone left a comment, and they said, "Why not?" I gotta tell them I have a lawyer. I do have a lawyer.
She's got a lawyer already. She done already filed her lawsuit, man. But yeah, I appreciate you coming on, Lady Kendra, on short notice. And like I said, stay in contact with us and keep me up to date, so we can get on down there wherever you at. Are y'all thinking about having it before you go? Are y'all thinking about having it here in the Queen City or down in Charleston?
It would
Where y'all
definitely,
thinking of having?
yeah, it would definitely be in Charleston.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good enough. Good enough. Just let us know, okay? Don't forget about us now, because
Okay.
we want to be there. All
Okay.
right.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Thank
hold you to
you.
that. I'm gonna hold you to that, lady. You better hit me up before that thing go down. I don't want to be hearing about it. I want to be there. I
Okay.
want to be there. You
I got.
hear?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Lady
Have a
Kendra. I
great
appreciate it.
day. You too.
Keep in touch. Okay.
I will. Thank you.
All right. Take it easy. Yeah. You know, she she's talking about they're gonna do a rally. Of course, T.P.O.T got first dibs on it. T.P.O.T is gonna be there with all the camera equipment and shit. Do some field work. God damn it. Yeah, we're gonna get on down there, man, and see what's good, man. Oh, brother BMT, man, that actually happened down in South Carolina, my brother. Her son was killed. Police was chasing him with the gun. He got hit by a car while the police was chasing him. What's good? Peace, Lady Poetic. I see you up there. Yeah, the police was chasing him with the gun, and he was running, and he ran out, and he got hit by a car while he was running from the police. That's what happened to him. Um, she was just kind of a special guest, man. I mean, I was going to talk about Atatiana Jefferson. Well, I was talking about Atatiana Jefferson earlier, and she was at my wife's practice today. She was at my wife's office, and my wife told her about me, so I was able to get her to come on tonight. You know, because T.P.O.T has reach. He has reach. T.P.O.T has reach to the folks, man. Yeah, so that's what's going on with that, brother BMT. That's down in your neck in the woods, man, where the young fella, he got killed. He got ran over by a car. The police was chasing him on some old BS, claiming they smelled weed or whatever, and pulled out the gun. And the boy started running when he pulled out the gun, which is kind of natural. And he got hit by a car running from the police. She has a lawsuit. They did offer her a settlement, but she didn't take it. I guess she wants it to go. She wants it to go the full length. So she wants justice for her son, man. But the good news is, the bright side of the story is that this cop, Mr. Wayne Pavlicek, Pavlicek, is no longer a police officer in that particular police department in North Charleston. There's a pretty good chance that he's went to work somewhere else. Who knows? I don't know, but he is not in the Charleston. He's not working for the Charleston Police Department anymore. So that's one bright side of this story. And whenever Lady Kendra get the rally going, guess what? T.P.O.T gonna be there live and direct with all the cameras and everything, and we're gonna be broadcasting it. So stay tuned for that. This stuff with the police, man, killing folks is insane, man. It's insane, and it's nothing new. It's stuff that we're used to hearing, we're used to seeing it. It's it's the same old crap, man. With a Tatiana, before Lady Kendra came in, I was telling y'all that now, you see, because you've always seen black men get gunned down by the police. But what a lot of you don't probably realize is that they shoot women too. And a Tatiana is a testament to that. And like I was telling y'all at the top of the stream, I have been told that, women too, why you never talk about that X, but they're wrong as normal. They're wrong about T.P.O.T. T.P.O.T, we've covered cases like this for years. As a matter of fact, back on my radio days, when I was in the booth, we talked to quite a few people about these stories. We covered quite a few of these stories all the way back to about 2014, as a matter of fact. And I was getting ready to show y'all this lady here. Let me see if y'all recognize this woman here. Let me see. I know I'm doing a lot of screen sharing tonight, y'all. You don't know. See that lady there? Do y'all know who that is? Y'all know who that is? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? That lady there, folks, her name is Gina Best. Her daughter India Kager was killed by Virginia Beach police. And I believe that was in 2015 or 2014. We actually did a show about it. She was on. Um, the show was actually called. I'll show you better than I can tell you. The show was called Sisters Slain by Killer Cops. And there's Miss Bess to your left, and to the right was Miss Gerald Sanders. And if you look in the backdrop, you'll see many, many people on there that were killed by police. There's India here. India Kager is the second one from the right here, right next to Janisha Fonville, who was actually from the Queen City. There's Ayanna Stanley. There's God, the girl from Ohio. I can't remember her name. It's right on the top of my head, too. Yeah, I mean, y'all need to go check that video out. Y'all need to go check that out. To be honest, y'all need to go check that out. Y'all really do. Oh, yeah, and here's a picture of young Jalen, her son, Jalen Carter, son of Lady Kendra, who was just on a little while ago. There's brother Jalen there. There he is. I guess he's at work or something. Little young working man. So, what people don't understand about T.P.O.T. T.P.O.T, we do a lot of things here. We talk shit about things that go on within Black society. We talk shit about white folks. We talk shit about everybody. That's why it's called the Prophet of Thought series. There's a series of things. And I know y'all hear old X get on up here and he talks a lot of smack about these old mamas. But see, these mamas that I bring on here, okay? Because I know y'all be like, oh, X, you always talking smack about people's mothers and these old mamas, like you say. I know that's what y'all thinking. But the mamas I bring on here are not the mamas that I talk about. These are the mamas that cared for their children. These are the mamas who fought for their children and continue to fight for their children, even though their children are already gone. Their children have been killed and they still fight for them. They still march for them. They still file lawsuits for them on behalf of them. They still tear up when they talk about them. The reason why I say the things that I say about some of these old mamas is because I wish they were like the mothers that I bring on here. I wish they were. I wish more of them were like Lady Kendra or Gina Best or Monteria Robinson. I wish they were more like them. I do. That is why I say what I say. Because the women that I bring on here, the mothers that I bring on here, are just that. They're mothers, not just old mamas. They are mothers. And we need a lot more like them. A hell of a lot more like them. Y'all know I'm right. And I thank Lady Kendra for coming on tonight, because I know it was tough to talk about it. And like I said, it was short notice because, like I said, she was at my wife's practice today. And, it just kind of happened within the span of like 2 hours, just kind of threw it together. Because I want to talk about this Atatiana thing. Now, y'all know, I said earlier, we were just here talking about one of these cases, man. We were just here. We were just here talking about one of these cases. And I told y'all there would be more. I told y'all there would be another police shooting. I had no idea it would be another one in Texas, but I should have known. Texas is notorious for shooting black folks. And this woman, by all accounts, was a good person. Minding her own business, hanging out with her nephew, playing video games, not bothering anyone. And the police walk up and shoot her dead with no rhyme or reason. None. I say again, how the hell do you go to check on someone with your gun drawn without knocking on the door, without saying, hey, everybody all right in there? What kind of goddamn welfare check were you doing? I don't think when you're going on a so-called welfare check of someone that you should have it in your mind that, hey, might be somebody around here that I have to shoot. But we know why this happened, don't we? We know why. Because of where he was going. Cop was familiar with that area. He assumed a bunch of black folks, welfare check, I might have to shoot a Negro tonight. That's what he was thinking. Because like I was saying a little while ago, if someone would have called about the welfare of a white neighbor, think he would have had his gun out? Huh? He would have walked to that door and ding dong. Police. Everything okay here? Think he'd have been walking around the house like some burglar, some prowler, looking around. How you doing a welfare check? You just walking around the backyard. What, somebody told you they was laying out in the backyard or something? Is that what they told you? Go to the backyard because somebody laying back there? Is that what they said? Like I said, it's an old lady that lives next door to us. Guess she's like 90 or something. Every once in a while, the police come to do a welfare check on her. I guess because, her family, they haven't seen her or heard her from her or nothing like that. And I see the police pull up. They pull up nice and quiet. They see me standing out there. They'll throw their hand up. They ease onto the door. They don't look in no windows. They don't walk around the back. They walk right up to the front door. Knock. Doot, doot, doot. Ring the doorbell. Ding dong. Police. Doing a welfare check. Their hand ain't on their gun. Shoot, they come out there moving kind of slow. Almost as if they don't want to do it. So the last thing they're thinking about is shooting somebody. Because they know if you're going on a welfare check, you're going to see if someone's all right. This has nothing to do with crime. Unless you walk up and you see a dead body, or you walk up and somebody got a gun out already, pointed at you. But that wasn't the case at Atatiana's house, was it? He walked up there and see shit. Nothing. There was nothing out there. He way on the side of the house, walking around. And like I said, they're trying to say that she had a gun when she raised the window up, when she raised the blind up, I mean. Of course she had a gun. Fucking people walking around in the backyard, tiptoeing. Of course she had a gun. But I say again, that's not illegal to do in Texas, is it? Is it? But of course, the police always try to make up a story. They've already ran her background. They've already tested her body to see if she had drugs in her body. They've looked to see if she had any warrants, arrests, convictions, speeding tickets, jaywalking violations. They've done all of that already. And guess what they found? Nothing. They found nothing. And like I told y'all when we was talking about Brother Botham Jean, the cops are not going to get away with this shit anymore. They're not. They're not going to get away with shooting good people. That's the good news. That's the good news. The bad news is they still going to get away with shooting people who out there committing crimes. Yeah, they still going to get away shooting them. They're going to get away with it. They are. They're able to look in your background and you known for carrying guns, you known to move dope, you known to steal and rob, you got all kinds of shit on your rap sheet, they're going to get away with killing your ass. Yeah, they're going to get away with killing you. They are. Especially if you got a weapon on you at the time. They're going to get away with killing you. But people who are unarmed, people who so-called have a quote-unquote clean background, cops ain't going to be getting away with that shit too much anymore, man. They're not. They're not. If they can't create a narrative of you, if they can't create a narrative of you being a so-called suspect person, they're not going to get away with killing you. They're not. Not anymore. And I know y'all be like, oh, X, you're crazy. But you got to understand what I'm saying. Y'all got to understand how this works, man. When a cop shoots someone and kills them, what do you think the first thing that happens? Beyond the investigation, beyond the news story, beyond all that stuff, what do you think happens first down at that police station? First thing they do is they tell a cop, don't say anything. The story is you feared for your life. That's the first thing they probably tell them. Right? What's the second thing to happen? The second thing is run the person's background, see if they ever been arrested, see if they ever been to jail, see if they ever been convicted, see if they're known for carrying weapons. Because, see, they need to look for any and everything to skate out of this. Because, see, if they happen to get arrested, if they happen to get indicted, they happen to go on trial, they need to be able to put all of this crap in front of the jury. Especially if those juries going to be mostly white. Because they need to convince that jury that, well, he might have not been doing anything that night, but I'm pretty sure he's done something. I'm pretty sure he was dangerous. I'm pretty sure he might have had a gun. He might have had ill intent. He might have been doing something wrong. If not that night, the night before, or the night before that, or the night before that. See, that's the narrative they need to put in front of the grand jury to avoid the indictment altogether. But if that indictment goes through, they want to be able to put that in front of the jury. Why do you think a lot of these cops don't ever even get indicted? Because they put this case in front of the grand jury, right? And what do? They put your whole rap sheet and how many times you've been arrested and what you've been arrested for, whether or not you're on parole, how many times you've been to jail. They put all that in front of the grand jury. Along with the cop's record. How stellar service he served for this department. How many accommodations he's gotten since he's been on the force. Of course, they want to make it seem like the cop just made a mistake. It's a good cop. A good cop that made a mistake and killed a bad black person. And I know when y'all hear that, it makes you cringe. But this is what it is. It has to appear like a good cop made a mistake and killed a bad black person. So many times when they put that crap in front of the grand jury, guess what? They don't even return a bill of indictment. They're like, good cop, just made a mistake, shot some Negro. If the cop hadn't shot him, he'd have probably got shot in the hood anyway. He'd have got shot by one of them other crazy Negroes anyway. That's how they look at it, man. That's how they look at it, y'all. You understand? That's how they look at us. And the only reason this cop got arrested for killing Atatiana Jefferson is because they couldn't create one of those narratives. There was no way to spin it. There was no way for him to say, I feared for my life. There's no way. It's the only reason why he got locked up. Because, see, the police force, that city, they have no intention on going down for this one cop. Especially a cop who done did something where they can't spin it. They got to throw him overboard. They got to. Especially in them small towns, man. They got to throw the cop overboard. Now, mind you, they're going to sit down in a room and try to figure out how to spin it first now. That's going to happen first. They're going to try to put it in the spin cycle. But once it won't spin, they're like, you know what? We got to go ahead and get rid of this guy. We got to go ahead and lock this guy up. Y'all think I'm bullshitting y'all. I told y'all this the other week with Botham Jean. There was no way to spin it, man. That's why Officer Geiger went down. That's why this cop is going to go down too. He's going down too. There's no way to spin it. They tried to figure out, they tried to figure out how to spin it now. You killed a black person. There's got to be a way for us to spin that. Got to be a way to spin it. Got to be a way to make it look like it's their fault, right? They're black. Even if they weren't doing anything. They're black. There's got to be a way to spin it. No way to spin it. The cop was in the wrong. Like they are many times in the wrong. Cop was in the wrong, man. He was in the wrong. This time, they're just admitting it. Many, many police in the wrong. Are they not? But this time, they admitted it. That's all it is. They're admitting it. That's it. Hey, Lady Danielle, I see you up there. They just happen to admit it. And this guy here, officer, well, ex-officer now, Officer Aaron Dean. You know, I've been showing y'all pictures all night of these fools, but y'all need to see the faces of these people. You need to know who's doing this. Look at him grinning. Got that grin on his face like, yeah, that's right, Negroes. I'm a cop now. Because I think that is his that's his academy picture, I believe. He's like, yeah, Negroes. I's the police now. But not anymore. Not anymore. Because, see, some of these stories, y'all, they're spin proof. They can't be spent. The days of cops spinning stories are over. They're over. It's time for them to start being treated like the criminals that they are. You think you or me could get away saying the shit that they say to kill folks? But see, when you the police, you get these special privileges. All you got to do is say you were scared. Case closed. You scared? We believe you. Good look on that super chat, Brother Terrence. Appreciate that, brother. Now, Brother Terrence asked, do you blame the neighbor? Well, I can't say I blame the neighbor. Was he concerned with what was going on over there? Was he just being nosy? Should he have had his old ass sitting down somewhere and not worry what was going on at someone else's house? I don't know. But I don't blame him. I mean, he looked over there. He saw something that looked funny to him, obviously. We know now, after the fact that there was nothing going on there, but he saw something that gave him the thought that he should call the police. There was something he saw that was a cause for concern for him. I mean, I don't blame him. I don't blame the guy who called. All he did was call and ask the police to go over there and check on the people. That's it. I mean, he didn't call and say robbery in progress. He didn't call and say, I hear gunshots over there. He didn't call and say, I think somebody dead over there. He didn't call and say any of that. I think he called and said that the door was open or something like that. Something he wasn't used to seeing. I mean, he didn't call and frantic, saying somebody died. He didn't do any of that. He called and said the door was open. It looked funny. That's it. Looking out for the neighbor. If that's what he was doing. Can't be mad at that. Probably should be more of that going on in Black society. Probably should be more of that. Should be more people calling and saying, hey, something's going on across the street. Should be more of that. Now, of course, you don't want cops showing up like Officer Dean. They walk right up with the heater out and shoot the first person that they see. That's basically what he did. He shot the first person he saw. He didn't even assess the situation. He saw a body and he shot it. She was in there with her nephew, who I think was like 8 or 9. What if the kid had came to the window? Well, he had shot him too? Huh? What if the kid would have came to the window? Would he have shot the kid too? Because he shot the first person he saw. First person he saw, he just shot him. Show me your hands. Bow. What if that had been the kid? He didn't even take time to see what was going on. And like I said, I don't give a shit if she did have a gun in her hand. I don't care if she had a damn bazooka in her hand, a flamethrower, a grenade launcher. I don't care what she had in her hand. She's in her damn house. You assess what's going on before you pull the trigger. What about that? Don't they teach you that in the damn academy? Officer Dean. Oh, well, he's not Officer Dean now. He's inmate something another now. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Big J. I think he's gonna get a little bit more time than Geiger, inmate Geiger. I don't know why I keep calling them officer. They're not officers anymore, are they? I think he's gonna get a little bit more time than inmate Geiger got. He's gonna get a little more because he was reckless, man. Reckless with this. This was just straight recklessness with this. That girl lost her life for nothing. For nothing. Because a cop is stupid. She lost her life because a cop is stupid. That's it. Period. She lost her life because the cop is dumb. Too dumb to know what he's supposed to do in a situation. I say again, you're going there to do a welfare check. No one told you to clear the premises. No one told you to make sure nobody was in the backyard. Who told you to do that? You're supposed to go there to see if the people inside of there were all right. Check on their welfare. That's why you were supposed to be there. Reckless. Reckless. I'm just glad, man. I mean, the last few weeks, we've heard just tragic stuff, man. Tragic, tragic stuff. But the bright side is that it would appear that finally, they have stopped giving these damn police the benefit of the damn doubt. Finally, they have stopped assuming that these cops are telling the truth. Finally, they are arresting these fools, taking that gun, taking that badge. Bring that damn cruiser back to this station. You ain't a cop no more. You ask me, it's long overdue. About goddamn time. You kill somebody, your ass should be done immediately. Badge, gun, gimme. Right there on the scene. Give me that gun, give me that badge, give me the keys to that cruiser. If your ass wasn't in a shootout or they come up on the scene and you done shot somebody dead, give me that gun, give me that badge, give me the keys to that freaking police car. Catch an Uber home, motherfucker. Catch an Uber. But don't go nowhere because guess what? Your ass might get arrested tomorrow. That's how it should be. What's happening now with Lady Atatiana, my bad. With Lady Atatiana, what's happening now with her case, his ass being fired, his ass getting locked up. Same thing with the Botham John case. Her ass fired, her ass locked up. This shit should have been happening like this. Should have been happening like this. This should be the rule, not the exception. We should be shocked when they don't get arrested. Not shocked when they are arrested. This should be the norm. Cops in cuffs. I like the sound of that. Cops in cuffs. This should be the norm, folks. I like to think maybe, just maybe, the damn chickens done come home to roost. They done killed so many black folks. No repercussions. No jail. No anything. I hope that time is over, man. I'm liking what I'm seeing lately. I'm liking what I'm seeing. You kill somebody on some old nonsense, you need to go down. No more I feared for my life. No more I thought it was a gun. No more they moved suddenly. None of that. No more BS excuses. No more, I tripped, my gun went off accidentally. No. Maybe this is setting a precedent, man, for other cops. So for all you other coppers out there, pay close attention. Y'all been going to jail lately. Better mind that pistol. Assess threats correctly. Because you might mess around and be a cop in cuffs. Get arrested, get indicted, go to prison. And of course, they're going to probably put you in protective custody or something. Because y'all see what happened to that cop that killed Laquan McDonald in Chicago, right? What's his name? Van Dyke. Shit. He got beat up in jail. His wife gonna get on TV, the news conference. Oh, they should have been protecting him. Why did they let that happen to my husband? Good question. Let me ask you this question, white lady. Why did your husband shoot that boy 14 times? Do you have an answer for that? You have an answer for that? Maybe your husband should have been thinking about that kind of crap. Thinking about the risk of his ass going to prison for a while as he unloaded shot after shot after shot after shot into that boy. I think those days are over. Those days are over. And of course, they try to spin that too. They let him run free for like 16 months. Only reason why they locked him up, because that goddamn video got released. Didn't have no damn choice. That man stayed right on the force. Got a video about that too, right here on the T.P.O.T YouTube page. Yeah, we covered the Laquan McDonald story too. Yeah, we did. Because, see, that's what we do here. Yeah, go on through the old T.P.O.T archives. That story's there too. Because somebody has got to talk about this kind of stuff, man. Yeah, I know, we like to get on here and talk about a lot of the nonsense and, shit that don't really mean nothing. I watch it myself. It's entertaining. I can't lie. It is entertaining. But sometimes we got to talk about serious stuff, man. Sometimes we have to talk about serious shit. Can't always be talking about BS. Sometimes we have to talk about the shit that matters. Because, see, those people who find themselves shot and killed by the police could be any one of us, man. Could be our brother, could be our son, could be our sister, our daughter. It's a fact. You heard Lady Kendra tonight. She said she never thought she would be in this predicament, man. No one ever does. She never thought that she'd be burying her son because he freaking got killed running from some cop. And then the lies and the spinning of the story. The berating of the person who's dead. Trying to criminalize them. And make it seem like they deserved what they got. It's insane to even fathom. I say happy day. And I say again, it's about goddamn time. Finally, the police are starting to go to jail for killing folks. It's not even like they killing robbers or murderers or rapists or people who shot at them. They killing people who ain't doing shit. They're killing people who minding their own business, living their own lives, ain't bothering nobody. But just because you the police and you have devalued and dehumanized this person so much to the point where you think you got the right to kill them. And it's not just a cop who shoots somebody's fault. Nope. It's that whole goddamn police department's fault. Because he's representative of said department. Is he not? They say, well, oh, that's just one bad apple. Bullshit. That's just one bad apple that got caught. Do we really believe that there's only one bad apple in a police department? Do we really believe that? The rest of the police department is just good old coppers. Good old police officers, right? The rest of the department. It's just that one guy. BS. Probably 20 of them, 30 of them, 50 of them. Now, do I think the whole police department is like that? No. In most cases, no. Unless it's LAPD or Chicago. They probably only got one good cop. They probably only got one good cop in the Chicago Police Department. Everybody in that police department is corrupt, goddammit. Same with LAPD. Shit. I'm starting to think the same way about these Texas cops. If I see one more shooting, in Texas, we're going to start talking shit about Texas. If I see one more killing, you cops kill one more black person, one more black person gets killed in Texas by the police. It's time for us to focus our lens on the great state of Texas now. Tired of this shit. Because y'all all know, especially those of you who've been following the Thought series for a while, y'all know this is what we used to do all the time. All we covered was police killings. I've talked about it so much the last couple of weeks, it feels like the old days when T.P.O.T first started. That's all we did. Go look at the T.P.O.T archives when we first started. That's all we did. Time to start doing more of this, man. Start bringing these stories to light. Start bringing the stories of brothers like Jalen Carter to light. Time to start showing y'all some of this stuff. Because y'all know we give you different looks here anyway. It's what we do here. Every year about this time, T.P.O.T pivots. Show you something you're not seeing nowhere else. Tell you things you're not hearing nowhere else. Bring you people you will not see anywhere else. I'm going to wrap this up, man. But I'm going to say this. If we get a little more serious about this kind of stuff, maybe, just maybe, we'll be taken more serious about this kind of stuff. And once we get taken a little more serious about this kind of stuff, man, who knows what can happen? I've seen cops in custody over the past few weeks. To start, I want to see more. I want to see more of these cops who have killed people. I want to see their mugs shot. I want to see them go on trial. I want to see them go to jail. Because like I said about inmate Geiger, they need to be in jail. They're too stupid. We're walking around us, amongst us. because they'll shoot you down over some BS. Guess what? You think that's just when they on duty? They'll shoot your ass anyway. They already got an unconscious bias about you anyway. They'll shoot you in the damn parking lot of goddamn Target somewhere. If you move a certain way or look a certain way, they'll shoot you dead in the parking lot of Walmart. Because I think it goes beyond the badge, man. Now the badge accelerates and amplifies whatever else is going on up here. But I don't think it's just the badge, man. I think it's these people's personalities. It's their personalities. Because we all know personality is policy. The policy of any company, any corporation, any operation only gets taken as seriously as the person who's implementing it. No matter how many protocols you give them. If they're a person who don't like to follow protocols, all those protocols go out the window. Do they not? Personnel is policy. But I'll say this. When your personnel don't know when to shoot and when not to shoot, I don't just say a lot about that person. It says a lot about your policy. The policy of having them there in the first goddamn place. Because you done took somebody who probably shouldn't be a cop and made them a cop. That's what I'm talking about. What's good, Cap? I see you up there. That's what I'm talking about. You know, took somebody who probably shouldn't even be a damn cop and made them a cop. Bad policy. When you bring in bad people. You understand? But anyway, serious biz tonight. You know, I mean, that's what we've been doing here. We've been throwing some serious stuff at y'all, man. We ain't been playing no games. You know, we've been talking some serious shit up on here, man. Because it needs to be done. It needs to be done. It needs to be talked about. The serious stuff needs to be talked about. We're going to bring you more, man. We got more in store. 2019 ain't over, and neither are these new looks on the T.P.O.T YouTube page. You know. But yeah, good show tonight, man. I appreciate everybody coming out, man. I appreciate everybody up in the chat. My moderators always in there doing what they got to do. But most importantly, man, I thank you for showing up tonight, man, spending some time with us tonight, watching us. Now, what I need you to do is go down to the Proper Thought series on Facebook. That's Proper Thought, one word, series, the next word on Facebook. That's our main page. It's a community page. Go ahead, like the page, share the page, follow the page. You can also catch up with old X there. All you got to do is drop me a line. I'm guaranteed to get back to you within 24 and 168 hours. Also, while you're on Facebook, get on down to the Proper Thought Series fan group page. That's the Proper Thought Series fan group page on Facebook. Go ahead, request to be a member. You're guaranteed to get in there quick. There's all kinds of shit going on there. It's a group page, and you got a lot of people down there posting stuff. So you ain't just got to listen to X bump his gums all the time. You got other people down there bumping their gums as well. Also, check us out on WhatsApp and Instagram. That's Proper the Thought. Leave out the series on Instagram. Go ahead, follow us on Instagram. You're guaranteed to get a follow back. And y'all know we always end the night like this. Get your black behinds down to Twitter. The Twitter handle is at T.P.O.T Media on Twitter. That's at T.P.O.T Media on Twitter. Go ahead, follow us on Twitter. Because if you don't, I will haunt your old mama in her dreams for the next 2 years. Once again, I want to thank everybody, man, for coming out tonight. I also want to thank my special guest, Lady Kendra Brown. We're going to keep y'all updated on what's going on with her case and the rally she's planning, because T.P.O.T is going to be in the house broadcasting live when it goes down. So stay tuned for that. So shout out to Lady Kendra Brown for sharing her story with us tonight about young Jalen Carter. It's appreciated, and hopefully, she'll be back in touch with us soon. A few programming notes. Tomorrow on DXL, we're going to have brother C Boogie on, and we're going to be talking about the man in the mirror. So you want to stay tuned for that one. That one's going to be hot, because C Boogie is like a rock star in these YouTube streets around here. He'll be here right here on the T.P.O.T YouTube page, home of DXL Live, the man in the mirror, with special guest brother C Boogie. Also, Friday night, make sure you tune into this Friday night. I think 11 o'clock we throwing down. I'm actually getting interviewed, y'all, on the Information Man show Friday night at 11 o'clock. So it's going to be me and Brother Info chopping it up. I'm actually going to be on the other side of the interview. Something I don't do that often. I mean, only a couple people have, like interviewed me. I got interviewed by Brother Gab, and I think who else interviewed me? I got interviewed a while back too. But yeah, I'm actually going to be getting interviewed by the one and only my brother Info Man on the Information Man broadcast. So y'all better be there Friday night, checking me out, getting interviewed by the one and only Info Man, 11 o'clock on his channel. So make sure you hit the reminder for that. So with that, I will leave you with 3 words. Like I always do. Open your mind. Peace, folks.
Open your mind, open your mind, open your mind, open your mind, open your mind.
Only from T.P.O.T.